Hey, good morning. Happy Wednesday. How we doing today? You having a good day so far? Say this with me today. The rest of my life is the best of my life.
Is the best of my life.
The rest
of
my life
my life
is the best of my life.
is the best.
And the best of my life
And the best of my life
is the rest of my life.
is the rest.
How do I look? Where is my entourage? Where are those people? Where are the... Uh-oh. Look who's here. Huh? Is that cute? Thank you. You have a merry minute for us today?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really short here.
Do you need this down a little bit?
No, that's all right. They can see me.
There. Stand up a little closer.
Hi. Good morning. I'm Mary. I have a merry minute this morning. We were traveling one time and we had our cell phones with us and everything. And when we got to our destination, we went across a few timelines. And I expected to reset my phone and stuff. Well, I didn't have to. It was the right time at where we were. So we were at the right time in the right place. No, but isn't it strange that our phones changed? And wouldn't it be nice if we could change exactly with the Lord what He wants in our life?
Just as easy as the
As
phone.
easily as the phone changes.
Just as easy as the phone changes, huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. Isn't she cute? She is the love of my life. Hey, don't forget today on this happy Wednesday, we're going to have lasagna tonight for our home fellowship. And Mary Singh is making some mac and cheese. She makes great mac and cheese. And Mary Thomas is making pie and ice cream. She's not making the ice cream, I don't think, but we're having it. So everything's going to be good. If you're in the Melbourne area, give us a call. Come by. At 6 o'clock, we serve food, and then we have an interactive Bible study. And tonight on Periscope, don't miss this message tonight. I am going to talk about the Garden of Eden blessing in a way you've probably never heard before. So if you don't have the Periscope app, get the free Periscope app on your phone and download it, and then follow Pastor Jim Kibler. And you can watch that tonight live. Or you have several days that you can watch it if you're in church or if you're busy. Don't forget today, on this happy Wednesday, that if you need prayer, I am always available to our prayer partners. The only thing I require is, if you're going to, you can call me, absolutely call me the first time. But if you're going to call me on a continual basis, I require people to watch my videos. And the reason I do that is because these 15-minute videos will build your faith and strengthen your spirit. Makes it much easier for me to get your prayers answered. And when you call me, I get your prayers answered. Amen? Also, when you make offerings and donations to this ministry to help us send these books around the world and to send this message around the world, and believe me, we are sending out thousands of books, and they're all free, thanks to you. When you help us do that, call me, because I want to speak the word-for-word blessing over you at the same time. God gave us a blessing to speak, and He said, I want you to do this word for word. And when you do, I will bless them. All I have to do is speak the blessing. Then God is obligated to bless you. And He does. Hey, today I want to talk to you about what determines success or failure in your life. Now, we are teaching right now and for a little while, I'm not sure how long, we'll see, out of this book, The Blessing. So go to Amazon and get this book, The Blessing, if you don't already have. If you don't already have one. and you can have it in a couple days. I know people have been telling me on the phone that they've ordered these. So you will get them right away because Amazon gets them out real quick. But today we're talking from this book on page 4. We're all the way up to page 4. And right now, and right there it says, what determines success or failure? When it comes to success or failure, nothing else matters but the blessing. Now, we talked about that yesterday. Nothing else matters but the blessing. But success or failure is all outlined in Deuteronomy chapter 28. Did you ever notice how some people, nothing seems to work out for them? That used to be me. Now, here I am, smart, really smart, well-educated, graduate school, advanced degrees. But everything I did didn't work. My dad was the same way. Everything he tried failed. I'm telling you, everything he did, and he was smart, he was an engineer, and everything he did bogged down. It's like he decided he was going to make some extra money by getting a big truck and hauling some coal for people that he knew. Well, I'm telling you what. The first thing that happened was he put a load of coal on there, and one of the back tires blew. And when the one back tire blew, the other one blew. Next thing you know, he had 2 blown tires in that truck. And he had a truck full of coal sitting on the side of the road. That's the way his life went. Everything he tried to do, he tried to sell some different things to make extra money. Now, he made a lot of money, but he was ambitious. And he was always looking for a way to make a lot of money. But everything he tried failed. In the end, at the end of his life, and he was a chief engineer on ocean-going ships, as well as on tugboats on the river. He was also licensed for steam. He was an engineer, he was the first engineer on the big paddle boat, big steamship that went out on the Mississippi River, the Delta Queen. When they brought it out of mothballs, that was a very old boat. They decided to bring it out of mothballs and send it up and down the river. And he was one of the 2 people in this country that was licensed to run that boat. So he was on that boat half the time, and the other guy that had a license was on there half the time. And he made a lot of money just sitting on that boat. But he didn't keep it. It all went away. Success and failure is determined by the blessing of God in your life. If you've been struggling, if nothing seems to work, now this is a lot of people. I know a lot of people who are like that. They try things, they don't work. They do this, doesn't work. Mary and I have tried, what would you say, honey, hundreds of different things? A lot of them. I can't begin to tell you how many different things and different businesses. We had a restaurant. We had a great restaurant. Very busy. People all the time. But we lost $100,000 in that venture. Amen? That's the way it went. One time we got to the point where I was trying to break even in a restaurant because it was bleeding money all the time. Even though we had a lot of business, it seemed like the bills were overwhelming the business, didn't it, honey? She says yes. And one time we finally got to the point where at the end of the month, I had $300 left. I did all the accounting for the restaurant because I had a background in business and accounting in college. So I did all the accounting. But I had $300 left at the end of the month. And I said to Mary, we've broken through. Would you believe the very next day I got a bill for exactly $300? There went the $300. That's how everything worked. Everything in my life went that way. Took the last of it. We had a church. Some people wanted to share the church with us. A funeral home wanted to share the church. Bought it out from under us, behind our back, and booted us out the door. I was kind enough to share that with them when they needed a place for their services. And they bought that building out from under us. I didn't know it was for sale. I could have bought it. We could have bought it. They bought it and booted us out. But let me tell you something. Everything has come back because of God's blessing. What determines, and now everything I do prospers. It says that we will be like a tree planted by the water, and everything we do shall prosper. But let me tell you something, folks. It takes the blessing of God on your life to make that happen. Because without the blessing, that ain't going to happen. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 15 through 68. Failure, 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 failure. Right down the line. Everything you do fails. It tells us in one of the verses, not in Deuteronomy, but someplace, it says it's like you got a bag with a hole in it, and your money runs out of it. Believe me, that's the way it was for me. All my life, until I got a hold of the blessing. And now, money doesn't run out of the bag. Money stays. We accumulate money. We're able to have money. We have more than enough to pay our bills with money left over. And that's what I want for you. I want all of God's people to live in abundance, where you have more money than you need to pay your bills and money left over, and to live in good health. Some people are plagued with poor health and problems and everything. This should not be, but the blessing turns all that around. Some people are crushed by debt. I'm here to tell you, Mary and I were crushed by debt. Credit card debt. We owed twice as much on a house as it was worth. I mean, just crushed by all this debt. But let me tell you something. When the blessing of God comes in, it moves out everything in your life that is bad. And one of the first things that moved out of our life was debt. 5 months after I got the blessing of God upon me, $295,000 worth of debt was gone. Now, I know to some of you business people out there, $295,000 is nothing. But to me, it was a lot of money. And that was back 6 years ago. That was back when $295,000 was a lot of money. It used to be a lot of money. But it all went away. I said to Mary one day, after about 5 months after we got that blessing, I said to Mary, I said, how much do we owe on our credit cards? She said, nothing. I said, what? It all went away. She said, I paid them off. I said, where'd you get the money? She said, I don't know. It just was there. To this day, I couldn't tell you where the money came from. We had nobody sent us a huge check or anything. But they all went away. Debt evaporates. Money accumulates. Success comes. Failure goes away. That's the blessing of God, and I want it for you. You call me today. I will speak that blessing over you, and I'm telling you what, in 6 months to a year, your whole life will be different. It's not an overnight thing. We're not overnight. We don't talk about overnight success, although sometimes things happen very quickly. I've got people whose business has turned around almost overnight. Lots of them. But you will notice a difference. Hey, I am out of time. Don't forget, when you make offerings to help us get this message out and send this message around the world and these books, please call me because I want to speak the blessing over you. Please share this video with everybody you know. Tell everybody you know that this is the most advanced teaching out there. You have got to watch Pastor Jim. And they can call me, and I will speak the blessing over them. Have a wonderful day. I love you very much, and I will see you back here tomorrow.